You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, we're going to talk about the original TB12. Pittsburgh Steelers legend Terry Bradshaw. And, of course, he has long since been a host of Fox Sports NFL pregame show for as long as I can remember, it seems like. And, of course, he was also in some movies back in the day. Which one of the Bandit movies was he in? He was in one of the Bandit movies. He's 74 years old. He has been very outspoken lately about the fact that he has battled cancer, multiple kinds of cancer, and he's been getting treatment for that. Well, enter yesterday. During the Fox Sunday show, he said something that now people are wanting Terry Bradshaw to be fired. He's under fire. And he made a comment about suicide. Now, look, I understand suicide's a serious thing. I don't think anybody's making light of that. I don't think Terry Bradshaw intentionally did anything malicious here. It's amazing how many people want people removed from their jobs just like that. I often think about my 91-year-old father that passed away in April and just how offended people would have been with all the stuff that came out of his mouth. Or let's say you had to work in the oil field. Good luck. Some of you wokes would literally melt down in tears if you had to work one of those kinds of jobs because, well, they don't put up with people being offended by anything. Let's look at this. I got a couple of different articles on this because there's multiple quotes where people want Terry Bradshaw gone. You know, I love Bradshaw. He's a Southern boy, and my father was a big Terry Bradshaw fan. New York Post with the assist from the Bro Bible. Terry Bradshaw under fire following suicide comment on Fox NFL Sunday, and I will show this comment. While discussing the Cardinals-Seahawks game, Bradshaw interrupted fellow analyst Sean Payton. By the way, Sean Payton is great on TV. He is great. He's especially good when he comes on The Herd every week, who said he'd like to see Arizona running back James Conner run the ball more often. Well, here's what he said that's got everybody all fired up. You can see this has got 3.4 million views. Let's just blow it up a little bit so we can get a real good.
I get involved.
They're not going to
see. Well, I'd like
They're not going to do it. They just can't do it.
Yeah.
Their mentality is throw. I think if this kid ran 5 or 6 runs in a row, I think he'd commit suicide or something. They have to throw.
Whoa, that's a little dark for this audience. Yeah.
Well, you know what
I'm saying. For all of us.
They just don't seem to care.
Oh my God! I mean, even the reaction from Howie and Strahan, and I know a lot has been made about Strahan's look. My God! I mean that tells you how walking on eggshells everybody has gotten in any kind of sports media, any media. It's ridiculous. As the broadcast continues, Bradshaw added, quote, "They just don't seem to care anything about the running game." Bradshaw's remark quickly drew backlash on social media, with some demanding an apology from the 74-year-old Steelers legend, who recently addressed his multiple cancer battles in the last year. There's Strahan looking at the camera. Oh, my goodness. Let's not hurt your feelings, pansy ass. Quote, "Dear Terry Bradshaw, suicide is not a joke." Lindsey Young, editor for the Vikings, tweeted, while another commenter said Terry Bradshaw making a effing suicide joke was not it. One Twitter user even suggested Bradshaw, quote, "should be fired." Quote, "Terry Bradshaw should be fired for his comments today," another person tweeted. "There's no place in this world for jokes about suicide." My God, it was just probably a bad analogy, if anything, for crying out loud. Fans believe Bradshaw should apologize for this comment. The executive producer should be carving out some time during @NFL on Fox halftime shows for the 1 p.m. games for hashtag Terry Bradshaw to issue an apology for this. I don't believe he wanted to intentionally be cruel but he did screw up, and an apology is in order. Come on. Others think Terry should be off the air. Time to take Terry off TV. Remind me again why Bradshaw is still on TV, because he knows a lot about football, jackhole. I mean, look, it's amazing. And we're covering football here. Okay, you wouldn't think that so many people that are watching football would be so GD offended by everything. And yeah, I said GD. I didn't say the whole thing, but you get the point. If you're offended by that, sorry, not sorry. For crying out loud. This is nuts. It's nuts. 74-year-old man talking about a running game in football pulls in an analogy that isn't great, but I don't exactly want Terry Bradshaw fired over it too. It's amazing how we immediately leap to, let's take away somebody's employment. I mean, I wonder, do people ever step back and think about all the stuff that they have said in their life? By the way, how much of this is just fake outrage? Oh, I'm supposed to be offended by this, so let me fire off a tweet. It's like people just are sitting, waiting for somebody to say something that's going to be offensive to someone so they can tweet about it. I'm sorry, all these people that just tweeted out all of those responses to Terry Bradshaw, I don't think you're truly offended. I really don't. I think so much offensiveness is just made up horse shit. There, I said it. For crying out loud. I don't know. I may be wrong. I don't believe I'm wrong. You know, I don't agree with a lot of what Kyrie Irving's been saying, but I don't think he should be canceled off the planet and punished by the NBA and all these other entities that's coming after Kyrie right now. Same thing with Terry Bradshaw. It is what it is. Oh, I'll get some downvotes on this video. I'm comfortable with that. I am, fully. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time, Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.